Okay, that works. Okay, so would anyone like to pray for us to begin? Oops. Is everybody here? Check. I mean, everyone.
Yeah, everybody is here.
Oh, okay.
Where's the name generator?
Oh yeah, that's right. Random name generator.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. She just want my phone.
My bad.
Okay.
The dog. I really want to.
Okay, so dun.
Ow. Me? Okay. Okay, so everyone, I will press to begin. Okay, should it go, Shia? Dear God, we just thank you for bringing us together and just to plan and of our conversations and our discussions. And everything will be done. And yeah, continue to be with us and be with our youth groups and our churches, that we may be able to glorify you and lift your name higher. Lord Jesus, we just give you all the praise.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I guess thanks everyone for being here at this meeting. Today. Oh right. Let's pull up the document from last week. How is everybody doing?
Good. Still alive.
Good.
Still good. I'm good.
Good to hear. Okay, so from just a recap from our last meeting. So we decided on a theme, and the theme is who he is last time, and that is a theme that we will go with. Yeah. We also did a little bit of budgeting. So came up with a way to like kind of lower the price for camp because it was kind of expensive. We can come back to that. We also talked about people to like be worship speakers or worship teachers that maybe we need to like put it on a letterhead and maybe be more professional about how we ask people. And then we also talked about the inauguration. Okay, so that's just a, yeah. I guess today we're gonna more about the theme and more about camp, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Should we kind of talk about how Bible study went?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think about that. So I think Chaying said that for the first few hours or something, or right? Or for the first few minutes of Bible study last time, there was like how many views? There were like something.
Yeah, 60 total something by the end.
Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry you guys if my Bible study was like very hard to understand. I didn't like I realized halfway through that I was like, oh, this is really plain and to understand. But what do you guys think about it? Or what did you guys think about it?
I think it was pretty good.
I think like that we have it
It was like over an hour.
over an
I
hour.
think.
I didn't watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
haven't.
review it because
Too embarrassed.
I think the time like that live is too long.
The what?
The whole video was just too long too.
I lost my key. Cute. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I felt like it was really long and sorry, I keep saying a lot and that's just my talk. What makes it long.
And
So
Shane said we needed better time management for Bible studies because 2 hours is a bit longer than expected.
Yeah. You guys think like the way I don't know, I had trouble like presenting the materials. Like I felt like I didn't know how to like properly present it. Because like there was like a lot of like things that I referenced, but I didn't know how to like get it out there so people can, you know, look along with it or understand it. And I was also kind of concerned about like, because we're trying to reach the younger youth or like the are younger, and maybe I was like I don't know, I felt like I wasn't really connecting with like the way I spoke with.
Okay, take her. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mute myself.
okay, so better time management. I think like 45 minutes. Like I just think about those who like are wanting to come back to watch the video, you know. And when they see like a 2 hour long video, like, do I want to really let's do it. Watch it.
And in a way, maybe like we can be more engaging with people, like more interaction.
Yes. What do you feel about the whole like we're kind of like talk? I don't know, like talking to ourselves.
So you guys are wondering how do we make it more interactive with outside people? That's not.
Is that what we were wanting, like with this Bible study, like interact with like live with other people?
I
think
that was the general idea.
Like I know maybe right now we just don't have the like technology for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where we're gonna be wanting to go to, right? Is interact with others,
Mm-hmm.
or is it just through Bible? I don't know. I think it's like,
Yeah, I wish there was like a way that like we can, I mean, like people with like questions or like with comments, they can, communicate that to us. I mean, it's that there's like that chat box, but then like I just forgot about the chat box. It didn't really give anyone a chance to. But I don't know.
Give me this. You don't need
I think someone to monitor to like having someone there to monitor the chat box is nice too. Like, kind of like you gotta make sure you have someone there too.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's what Chaeyoung was doing, kind of watching the chat area, the comment area. But I agree. I think we should find another way to make it more. It's easier for people to communicate with us because there is a delay when we stream.
Mm-hmm.
I had an idea for that, but I don't remember what it was. So I guess when Tony comes on, we can ask him.
Okay. Like,
Yeah. Like how-
so Chrissy and I were just talking, and we weren't really sure how frequently we're gonna have Bible studies, right? Are we gonna have like, I think we kind of talked about it, but we didn't really write them down in the minutes, and so it's kind of unclear. So are we having Bible studies like every other week, like once a month, or what did we talk about? Because we didn't really write it down in our minutes. Do you guys remember?
I think it was every other week, if I'm correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Eat them all.
I get it. Any other thoughts on Bible studies? I think so our next one would be no, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, yours last.
Yeah. Let's see. So Cheyenne wrote,
It was every other week, just
Every
every not
other-
this month.
oh, okay. Okay. So I guess our next one will be sometime in October. But we're just not sure yet.
Topic wise, did you guys want to talk about topic wise? Or you want to wait for full meeting to get here?
We can wait, I guess. Yeah, for these, I don't know, I just kind of wanted us to talk about like how the Bible study went, so then like
Right.
we can kind of learn from that
Right.
first time. And apply a few things to the way we do Bible studies. Yeah. So like when you guys, when somebody holds a Bible study, what do you guys, like what helps you guys when you guys listen in on their Bible studies, or yeah.
The guide, the notes that you had for us was helpful because you could follow along.
Okay.
I could reference back to it and
Wait, what was your question, Kyle?
So like when, yeah, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because, I don't know, that was like the first Bible study that we had, and so, to like kind of reflect on had, and to kind of like learn what we can improve on, and yeah, learn like how to make it flow better and stuff like that. It's all just to help us, and so I'm gonna ask is, when you guys like listen to like Bible studies, like even if it's not like online, or you know if it's like actually being physically there, like what do you guys expect in a Bible study, and apply into our own Bible studies that we host? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I get what you're saying. I think for me is to really like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like these words of wisdom and stuff that I like to listen to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just unique phrases and quotes that I never thought of. You know, that's sometimes that I pay attention to those a lot sometimes when I listen to sermons and stuff. But I still do pay attention to the other stuff too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, sorry, you guys, I'm not like really a person with like the pep talk stuff. And yeah, I think like those. Yeah, I don't know, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
like I think your examples or how you use the whiteboard behind you, you know, like some people are visual learners, you know, so
Mhm.
that's like that helped a lot too.
Yeah, it's really hard because like you know, we're just like streaming it live. And so you
Yeah.
can't. There's like no visual really for the visual learners. Audio.
You know, I liked it a lot. Oh, Tony came out of nowhere.
Oh, Tony.
I've liked it a lot. Consider myself a visual learner, but for those who actually are like visual learners, they have to be there to be interactive with it. I feel so for them to like listen back on it, it's a little hard. But you know, if they are interact like a visual learner, they have to be there when the stream's going, so they can add a little more. So like going into details about that, I feel like it was really good. Our first broadcast of it was really good. I liked the whole Bible study. Like just hearing other people's feedbacks, they actually want to be able to speak with us. So we do have to like set something up so that we can work it out. What I've been looking at was a program called Discord. They actually have like a in browser where you don't even have to download it. join in. It's kind of like what the vision I had for these live meeting was to go towards that route instead of just not letting people listen to us, but actually being able to hear them voice their opinions.
What was that called?
Discord.
Write in the message for them. Or write in the
A few of us we use Discord here and there, but I feel like that platform is very interactive for us, and it's free. So I mean, if we were to use it, we can't. But I like the Bible study. I mean, it was a little long, but I feel like that's how long it took to get the message out. Like, it was a good message.
All right, so let's talk about what is next. Or continue talking.
We continue to talk about Bible study the next one.
Yeah, we can decide on a day or the next Bible study. Someone for the next Bible study, so then they can start preparing for it. I think our next one will be sometime in October.
Yeah, it's gonna be in sometime in October. I believe we had it set to do it not doing our meetings since we have 2 meetings.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been like every other day. Yeah, the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of the month, but that's a pretty hard route though.
Well, today is the 21st. So we're not meeting next. Next
No.
week is the 28th.
Next week is
No.
supposed to be our. We're gonna like put up this.
Oh, okay. Okay, so next week is the 28th. We won't have Bible study. I mean, we won't have a meeting. But I don't think, I think next week will be too soon for Bible study, so it won't be next week, which is the 28th. So that means,
we have camp meetings on a set week already. We don't need to meet next week for camp. No?
Wait, what?
Why?
That's the line.
Oh, that? Well,
Yes.
I mean, we pretty much decided on going to that camp. I think we just need to I want to say. And after that, we need to send our deposit. That's about it.
If we meet next week.
okay.
Just let you, Ka, and Jason just meet about how to do it. Because Jay needs to get the money out, and Jing and Ka, you guys can word it out for them. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Did you guys take a look at the letter from the camp?
Kind of.
You have another letter? Hold on.
We gotta okay.
state. Um,
Oh.
Maximum number of campers
Hey,
permitted is 81.
I saw that too.
Mm.
Is that finalized? Hold on, let me get on the computer instead of.
guaranteed.
You need a minimum of 40 campers.
Bring 81 people.
81 people.
Maximum number of campers permitted 81.
Wait, where are you reading that one at?
Under number 2.
Oh.
So yeah. Where did the 81 come from?
I think that's just their number that they gave us. I'm assuming.
Okay, so
We should try to talk to them about increasing that. That's kind of small. If the moms churches are joining us, so that would be kind of small. It wouldn't be enough for all of us.
that's the black.
Oh, 81 is the max. Oh, wait. This is I was like, oh, okay.
I think with moms with us, it's gonna be too much.
Yeah. Mhm. I think so.
So should we say
No,
no to the moms?
Did we ever get a head count from the moms?
not yet. I don't think the mothers, I don't think they've ever met. I mean, they've even met this year yet. They're gonna wait until 2018, I think. Yeah, 'cause that's when they start.
If that's the, since that's the case, then we just back them and you know, probably won't.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
we
need to
talked about
start.
it last time about not actually having this anymore. Because our numbers wouldn't be able to accommodate to all of them. Since our numbers are so small, the capacity is so low.
Okay, I think we did talk
We
about
did.
that. Oh, we just forgot. Okay, let's write that down.
No.
What is wrong with Skype?
Okay.
Are we done talking about camp, or are we still gonna figure some things out?
We should be done already.
Yeah, we can.
We can leave the rest for next time. The next meetings, the actual meeting for it.
Ministry.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. No, you're just meeting with Kim. Oh my gosh. I need a calendar. Okay.
Something wrong with Shane? How come that he's not? He's just dead.
Don't know.
I think he's just listening. Next up.
Okay. So,
Sorry guys, I'm still getting situated with my computer. Come on, setting everything up for me.
Okay, sorry you guys. I didn't know we were meeting about ministry today, so I was like, okay, I was like confused. Let me type the notes for me. I have to okay. Okay. So today we're meeting about ministry, and yeah, okay. What was the good thing that we talked about? Should we go back to talking about oh, okay, so our next Bible study will be October 12th, right? And then last time we came up with like a list of Bible study topics. So let me just pull that up and then we can copy and paste that onto our document. And then we can decide on what topic to go with the next time. Let's see. That was kind of a while ago. Let me try to find it.
It was for.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Okay, let's do this. So what happened for Bible studies? What other things did you guys get about that? Well, what you guys talk about it? Management or interactive?
Yeah, I think we talked about those already.
Bible study tips and tricks, follow along notes, unique phrases, visual examples. We invest in better webcams.
Some of the webcams were a bit blurry.
I don't think we can fix that because sometimes it's not the webcam that does it though.
A lot of the times.
Did you copy it?
Yeah, does anybody else have anything to add onto the list that we've created for studies, like what your thoughts were, evaluations, tips and tricks? Yeah, experience in lead Bible study, not that much, but yeah, I mean, tips and tricks are just for everyone, and feedback is always good.
I think you can like, like tell a story about yourself, like relating to your Bible study subject. I just give like an example or something. Yeah. Just so like we know, like so we can like visualize it and stuff.
That's a W.
Wait, do I write that here?
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about just not making it just always a Bible studies?
It doesn't have to be a Bible study. It could be a workshop too.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because sometimes I know that like workshops, sometimes I feel like it gets a little hard to prep it all. And so like sometimes just like a group discussion about just anything that's going on. I feel like it'll work too. I feel like group discussions might be a little way more interactive. Hopefully we can set up Discord and for people to actually like listen and follow along.
I mean, it's not hard to set up. It's just we gotta figure out all the voices.
It's just hard to
Be a lot
introduce the program to other people. If we are going with the Discord route, I think it would be easiest if we actually made like a video on it, like how to join TCNY Discord channel.
Yeah.
That way, yeah, I
hard.
mean, if you have free time, these are just ideas, just to make it a little simpler, because some people don't know what the program is, and the program's actually kind of like weird to use. Even I don't know how to use it, so.
Wait, did you mention something about like not just having Bible study, but something else? Did you say something like that? Oh, workshops. Oh, okay.
Sessions, not just workshops.
Wait, we're writing that.
Sometimes I feel like people just need an ear to hear, and so I mean we can give that out to them too.
Okay.
Hatter, if you don't shut your baby up, I swear I'm about to drive over there right now.
You won't.
Don't tempt me.
You won't. She's at the other room, but
She is a loud baby. How are you sleeping with that baby there?
hey, stop messing with her.
I was just playing, Jack. I was just joking. Well, why did this get so?
I like that idea of having like not just Bible studies, but just like I don't know, like a place to like kind of like topics. It doesn't really have to be like Bible studies all the time, but it could just be like people come together and just like talk about like what's going on in the world, or like whatever is on everyone's minds. Yeah.
If you guys don't know about Discord is like an open program, right? Where there's like pretty much like an open channel, and so you can always join it at any time you want. And I was just thinking maybe we can just leave it up, because some of us just sometimes we're doing nothing. We can always just hang out in the Discord channel, and maybe somebody else might come along and have a little talk. That way it's just it's always there.
Like a couple of different channels where more.
I think we should just leave it
Ones
alone.
were like, no, ones for like general discussions and stuff, and the other ones are, I would want to put I don't know, more private, like or something.
I feel like they can just message you about that, because it's when on Discord. I don't know how Discord works and how the privacy works on it, but typically the rooms that I've been to, they're just open, so you just click on it and then you just join it in. So I mean, it's kind of hard for them to like talk to you, and all of a sudden somebody else is in there.
I don't know how you're looking at Discord, but I know how to set it up pretty easily. So,
We should keep it. I say we should keep it a 1 for now, just to see how it works out first. But I mean, if you want to make multiple, you can. A lot harder to moderate.
not really.
All right, on to the next.
I think we still need to choose somebody for the next Bible study.
Oh, we're still choosing?
We haven't anybody yet.
Do we just pick a name? Oh, popcorn. We let Ka choose.
Oh, I'll choose. Okay, no.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't pick me.
Okay.
Name generator, I guess. Or does anybody feel like they want to do the next one?
You know, the other day, Jay told me that he had something he wanted to do it on, so.
Jay?
Jay.
I'm in school next week, so I will not be able to.
That's not what he told me,
I
guys.
focus
He's
one
lying.
I have to like really think about a topic. Just
Are we going off? Yeah, are we going off like the things that we listed, like for topics, or can this person just
I
like?
think
We'll let
you
him
can decide. Those are just helpful topics if you can't find.
Oh, that's and
anything.
comfortability. That one we can take that off the list. That's my the one I'm doing for camp. All right, I'm gonna do it. Random name. Okay, Christy. Bob.
I can't do it again.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, we'll take it off. That's Kyle. Tatter. Okay. Chiyang. Kyle.
Wait, Tony, I don't know if I'm being able to do it. Yeah.
Oh, you're starting school too? I got you.
Yeah. And I might be working
know.
too, so I don't know if I'm
sometimes
my
you
schedule's
look
gonna be
better.
busy or open.
All right, guys. I can't do it too because I don't know what my work schedule is gonna be like.
Meh.
All right, so Jay's out here. There's only 4 of us. There's Christy, me, Petter, and Chiyang. Oh, I swear it's gonna be me.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna click. Ah, it's Chiyang! Yay!
Chiyang, yeah.
Whew. Today,
Oh, man.
tell
You get
myself
all the
again.
blessings.
Let us know if you.
Let it be known on the
You can pair
minutes
up
that
too. Pair up, partner up. Thank you.
Let us know.
I really wanted to know what the feedbacks were for it from the people listening.
Because the thing about YouTube is you don't really know who's viewing
I was watching.
unless they talk in the chat, it was only Sally, Jen, and Sandy that talked.
Yeah.
Unless we create a phrase and put it under the link. I mean right.
Yeah, do you guys like the idea of like creating a survey? I don't know.
We should do a poll if you guys want to throw. If anybody can knows how to do it, I don't. I know it's a terrible excuse to not do it, but if anybody can make a poll for it, just to see if like people actually like pay attention to it and if they actually want it.
Make a poll.
Yeah.
For survey.
Yeah. If they do like it, let them know. Let them tell us. Like, give them a time frame where they can choose when to do it, when they want it.
Like when they want us to do Bible study, or
yeah, when they can attend. Just leave it open. Like, what time would you like the Bible study to happen?
Oh,
And just let them put their times on it, and we can take a look at it together.
all right.
What other things do you guys think we should, are there any other questions that we should include in the poll?
Like, what are topics?
Yeah.
Like other, like.
Topics. Hey, who's trying to show off, man? Can't tell who.
Um, what else? Bill, you guys are doing great. I'm not sure when that came.
That was at 5:54. Not too long ago.
Oh,
This poll just include if they want Discord or not.
if they want Discord or not.
Yeah. Or if they're familiar with the program Discord.
Any of the, I think most of the guys that play games will know.
You'd be surprised. My nephew, he knows what Discord is. He uses Discord, and he's only like 11.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Gamers will know what Discord is, but
He says
the
he
rest-
uses it to call his friends. Kyle, is Elijah. Elijah knows it. Elijah uses it.
Isaac?
Do you know what Discord is, maybe?
How familiar are you with Discord? And if they don't, then they don't. They just put I don't know anything, and then we'll go off of that if we want to make a video about it or not.
Are you guys creating a poll right now?
We're just creating a questions for it. And I
Yeah,
think-
no, I'll do it after the meeting, but for now, just
we're just gonna make it easier for you.
Thing will do it.
Ching, are you gonna do it? If not, we can give it to somebody else.
a poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Hey Ching, just a question that doesn't relate to any of this. Are you guys coming down Sunday? I mean Saturday?
Yeah.
I don't know if Kai told you guys. Did Kai tell you?
I mean, Kai told us, but he's, I know Melinda and them, they're going to be busy because they want to go celebrate a birthday, busy with stuff. And, my mom works, so she needs the car, so I can't really
Yeah.
get to
No,
you
no,
guys.
it's no problem. I was just wondering if you guys are coming or not.
If I had a ride, I would totally come, but currently don't. So.
Does anybody have any other questions or things that they want to be included in the poll?
Going once,
No.
go
We
twice.
approve on.
Got no.
We improve on. I don't know.
The reason why we went for these live meetings was so that we can get instant feedback from the people, from you. But since nobody on is besides us, it gets kind of rough.
I'm getting sick. Jake, okay, sad. I'm sick. I'm sick. Go, go.
Okay. All right, so we can.
Ministry.
Are we talking about ministry now, or?
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Yes, we're gonna talk.
oh, my bad. Can you guys also add another question to the poll? About e-groups? I know we talked briefly about that the last time we had the ministry talk. To see if they're interested in e-groups. Are you interested in e-groups? And then just a little elaboration about what e-groups are.
Can someone refresh my memory? What are e-groups again? Encouraging group.
Literally, she literally took the E from e-group. I like it. I like it. Kyle, you can go and explain it because it was Kyle's idea.
E-group is basically like, like having internet groups of people and then like just like, leading them in a subject and stuff, like if this, like we have a bunch of people that want to talk, how to like do, like how to start my journey with God and stuff, like we can have like an e-group just to help them and stuff, like to really just focus on that subject with them and stuff. So basically like that. But there's like a lot of
group, I mean, that works too.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety and stuff.
I guess we need to call it iGroup.
So are we setting them up into their own groups or of it?
Yeah, the idea was to set them up with people they don't know too, so that they can be able to fellowship with other people.
Yeah.
And people. We'll see how they do if they want it or not first. I mean, all these programs that we're doing is kind of just for them. I mean, I hope we can get some participation in it. But if not, I like my e-group of 7 people right here anyways. Okay, now let's go into ministry talk. My bad, guys. My bad, Carl. I interrupted you.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm so old right now.
Okay.
Okay. So more about ministry. Where do we go from ministry? Where do we go from this? Yeah, so since our last meeting about ministry, has anyone's thoughts on ministry changed?
Anybody have anything to add? Let's say it like that.
Yes.
Dreamers? Any new dreams, dreamers? Right now. Hello?
Sorry.
Always pattern with interruptions.
It's just that my house is so small.
Strike number.
Whatever.
It's okay. If you don't bring a stick to camp, we'll find one for you. There's a lot of trees.
Okay.
I mean, the last time that we met, we kind of went over goals, visions, and then we went right into our big plan, which was the Bible study. Does anyone else have like anything else to add, or did one of your goals and visions change, or? No.
No? It doesn't seem like it, huh? Are you guys happy with how Bible study came out? Let me ask you guys that. I'm pretty happy about it. It's going pretty good so far.
Good for our first one, you know. Our first one.
Yep.
And so, do you guys
I think
feel? Oh no, go ahead, Cal.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought it was really exciting up until the day. I was like very like nervous. But it was like very exciting that like I told my youth about it and they were just like, oh, okay, cool, you know, we'll try to listen in and yeah, so I think it was kind of exciting for people.
A lot of them are like, wow, okay. Something different, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very cool that Kelly showed up too.
Kelly's here
Yeah,
too.
really.
Oh, Kelly's there too. Oh wow, dang, Kelly, you might as well join
Hi.
us.
In the background.
You know, I'm just, you know, we just ask these questions because, you know, that since nobody has anything to talk about for New Visions, you know, do you guys have any ideas on how we can make our Bible studies better? Besides, you know, what we just gave along here. Of course, you know, the better time management. I don't know, 2 hours. I liked it. 2 hours is a little long, but I stayed through the whole thing. So, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, being a part of it is one thing, but watching it, it's different.
So did anybody like hear anything from anybody else, from like people who are just, you know, members?
Well, not really.
Well, my brother said he didn't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother said that he didn't.
Okay. So your guys' job is to go ask them why they didn't watch the whole thing. No, it's an honest question. You know, they might be like, it's too long.
Mhm.
Besides that, though, like, even if it was long, if they become interactive, like let's just say we do make it more interactive and they can't talk to us about it, would they have liked that? Being able to voice themselves? Or was it just like it was just too long for them? Like it was like they were busy.
Mhm.
I think for people who were, if we do get the Discord thing down for more interactiveness, down to be participants and staying. But no matter what, I think viewing a very long video, I don't think everybody wants to always put their time into that.
the video itself, like I was talking to some of the other people who gave me feedback. If you saw a 2-hour video, you most likely won't click on it, and that's we weren't aiming for them to click on our video when it was done. Our actual like, I feel like we were aiming for them to click on our video when we were going at it. Was for them to just hear the word, even if it's just a little bit. At that little bit of time, maybe they can just hear a little bit about, the Bible. And I think that's what we were aiming for, I feel. I mean, yeah, we can make a 20-minute Bible study, but is it going to be good? No. But if you guys can get us feedback from like you said, your brothers, on how they said it was too long. Like if we did showing it up. It's just those like Sandy said, time difference, length was not time difference, length was not interactive. It felt like it was only a Bible study for you guys. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. See, that's the kind of feedback we want from these things. It's I think that's kind of true. It felt like it was only a Bible study for us. It's not kind of how I envisioned. I mean, you guys worked really hard on it, on finding the program, right now, making it work. So I think what we have going next for our next one is gonna make it really good, or a lot better.
Okay, Sandy goes, but I did enjoy your views and topic. The questions that came up was good too.
Thanks, Sandy.
Leave this. What we needed.
Well, since Sandy, since you're listening onto our stream right now, are you familiar with Discord? And if not, would you like us to make a video on how to use Discord? There's no need to download Discord, and it is a web browser. Yeah, guys, the time difference is something that's very hard for us to do. For us to make it earlier for them, it's gonna be too early for us.
Yeah.
On this side, okay. I guess we will make a video about it. But yeah, what's their actual time difference compared to ours? Do you guys know?
Oh, North Carolina?
Yeah,
I think it's 3 hours.
I think they're
okay. It's later. Oh, was it Sandy? Was it too early last time?
I think it was perfect timing for her too.
Many people, it was too early. Oh, I said it was too early. Yeah, 5 o'clock is really early for California people. I mean, students should be out, but you guys know how this generation are. They go to sleep when they come home.
Yeah. Before the meeting too.
Oh, that's very late.
Right.
8 to 9, 3 hours away. 9 would be like 6 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So
I don't
for
think we can do it that late.
that's
Yeah.
that would be 6 o'clock. Minnesota would be 8 o'clock if we do it at 9. That's still fine though, right? 6 and 8, 6, 8, and 9. Is that how it works? I feel like I'm getting this time zone thing wrong.
Yeah. Because we always meet here, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for you guys to get does your guys' library close?
Yeah, it closes at 9. It closes at 9. So if we meet at 8, we will just have like an hour.
Oh.
I mean, we could just like.
I mean, if we do Discord and we make it more interactive, the biggest problem would be a lot of people would say Thursday is not a good day because a lot of them have schoolwork.
I still think Thursday's the best day. That's just me personally. But you know, most people would be like, "Oh, let's do it on the weekends," you know. On the real note, like the weekend is when, especially for us older folks, we're so busy on the weekend. Unless you guys want to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think the weekends, like people they already like have plans and everything, and things come up on the weekends, and like.
Yeah.
We'll just add that on the poll, which day would they like best, and we'll just try and figure it out.
Yeah, that works.
That's the same under time.
Just don't put the weekend in there. Weekday preferences, because I'm gonna say it now. Logged in and I go back to church and all that, always down there, and things come up. It's like bad practice and stuff like that. Weekends are always so hard because all the funerals, and especially with New Year's coming up pretty soon for like all the churches, it's just gonna be like even harder to do it.
The holidays.
Yeah. That's why I've never liked it on the weekend, because I mean, if we actually did our meetings on the weekends,
The weekdays are actually a little quieter for me.
Me too.
it's more set, right? Your schedules are more set on the weekday.
Yeah, more set.
But that's, you know, like I said, that just comes from like the older people's perspective.
Oh yeah.
Like us who we're working now, you know, we're not as cool. But yeah, anything else you guys wanna? Anybody else hear anything at all? Nope. Kyle, did you ever ask the youth if they watched the videos at all or anything? Oh, I actually asked my sister. She said she was sleepy. See? I don't think they watched it.
My brother didn't even watch. Right there. Well, like, I turned it on and it was like they weren't even watching or listening. So.
Because I like Thursdays. It's just a thought. Those who don't come will always find an excuse.
Yeah. Like the people who do this poll might just be the only people who are gonna show up to our Bible studies. I'm just saying. And it might just be like one person in it. It might just be Sandy. That's fine. We'll do it with just Sandy. We bring as many as we can. We only brought 7, but now we got Sandy and it's 8, you know, so 1 extra. So our meetings, I remember we talked about it briefly last time, but we wanted it to be time sensitive to like 2 hours. So when did you guys start the meeting?
5.
Oh, so 7:13 is when we're done. Not saying it's a rush, guys. I'm just saying, like, we have so many meetings, let's just make it as time sensitive as possible and focus. Anything else we have to talk about, guys? Anything? Let's hear back about anything? Anything you guys want to discuss? upcoming events, any fundraising ideas. To be with Cam.
Was it Tony and the rest of California people? Do we want to try and head up to Fresno's event that they're having whenever they're having it? Get to know them.
My church is already going because I've been talking to Kenji. So I already gave him my word a while back that our church is going. So we're prepared to go up there on the 7th.
All right. Cool.
You guys should meet us up there. Patty?
Yeah.
Me, I still have to talk to my youth about it. So yeah.
Talk to them now. Time is.
I mean, okay, we're going to Stockton for sure, but we're not.
Who's taking you guys down here? Your dad?
My dad, and I don't know if you remember Bayou and my brother Macomb.
Oh, well, come to me. Cool. I gotta catch up with him.
Yeah. You guys.
So yeah, if any Fresno people are listening, we're coming up to you guys on the 7th. So prepare to have an army.
All right. Well, Facebook Live it so Ka and Christy can join.
All right. That helps a lot.
Oh, on the 7th, you mean? Oh, yeah, Facebook, you guys are live our Bible study this weekend, too. No, just kidding. Okay, Jay, how is the treasurer things going? The banking things? Or COD, do you guys know how any of that is going on?
I have everything turned in. I just did it one day, so
Oh, you took it to a bank out in Oregon?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, college, your letter, that you wrote. The one to headquarters? About
yeah.
our thing?
That's a draft, but you read it. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about. Instead of putting the church, because if you put, if you can open up the letter with me. What? We should be done in a bit. It doesn't matter. They can come by. We're gonna go to the store. We gotta go to the store. Sorry, guys. My bad. I was talking to Sally. Let me know when you opened up the letter, Kyle.
Yep, it's open.
Okay. If you follow down to the 3rd paragraph, it says we are proposing that each church pledges. Just put on each church youth church or youth group or some group.
Is that what you were asking?
Because if we put each church, it's gonna be like, oh, the church is making a pledge. Like it's gonna raise them.
Oh, okay. So,
Wait, are we still?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, are we still just gonna be doing our own churches, or are we gonna ask other churches that we're not in too?
Just for now, we're just gonna ask the ones where we are part of. I can bring up the idea with the current president of Fresno once we get to know them a little better. But as the time being,
I'm just asking that question to clarify if headquarters asks us any questions about that.
yeah.
That's better.
But yeah, no. After that's the only thing I see about it that has to be changed.
Okay.
So it seems like we might need the no. Go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, I was just saying okay.
Oh, okay.
I was just agreeing.
After reading the letter about just about the cap thing real quick, we need to somehow get that $1,000 from the youth, so that should to Quinonia as soon as possible.
Oh, from our TCNY budget?
Yeah, because they need the deposit already, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to somehow across very quick.
What
Jay, you
is
say
We only skimmed through the kind of skimmed through the information on it. Maybe we should probably finish reading. Maybe we could do PayPal or something.
well, let me see. Can everybody open up?
How can I accept payment?
Receipt and acceptance of the signed contract within 10 days.
We haven't signed it yet, though.
Yeah. So we reserve the updates for applicants for final billing.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the thing all together. We'll just read it from top to down. Since we're stream meeting, right? Anybody else have anything to add to it?
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
All right. Go ahead.
You guys go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live stream because this is more of.
It doesn't matter. You can leave it out. You can leave it up. It's okay.
All right.
This is just so that they know that we're gonna actually.
No. Which information was it? Summer information sheet.
This is gonna be the National Youth Contract, Trinity Christian National Youth Contract.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we need to send the money out. I feel like we have to print this out
The summary.
Oh, number 3.
because we need to initial it.
Oh,
But,
Paul would have to sign it, right?
Yeah, that's how we did it for John. Had to fill it out and send it to B.
Should I use the applicant or Ka?
We'll change that to call.
Yeah, we'll change it. It's just because I was the one that was contacting Pablo that he did all that on his own. We'll change it though.
We'll just go and give him Ka's information and then have him talk to Ka about it a little, or fix that up for Ka. But let's just go down there real quick. Youth conference, applicants. Okay, we can skip that general information. Rates. Okay, manners of payment. Upon receipt and acceptance of this signed contract within 10 days, accompanied by a non-refundable deposit of $1,000, were reserved. The above dates for applicants' conference deposit applies to final billing. Applicant will inform Koinonia of the exact number of campers, counselors, directors, speakers, and guests at least 5 days before the start of said conference. The registration fee of $0 for a camper must be paid to Koinonia no later than 5 days prior to the start of the conference. They don't want us. They're not going to charge us anything prior to the 5 days. This fee is not refundable for campers failing to attend. Otherwise, registration fee applies to final billing. The final and complete payment of the entire sum owned by applicant must be made. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, does everybody get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? You can go and end the stream actually.
Right.
It's not nonsense, but it's just yeah.
It's just gonna
We're just
prolong the video, and we don't need to do it.
Yeah. The applicant can be canceled if you're an order then. Okay. They agrees to be a cancellation only 50% of guaranteed minimum.
The guys in there.
I guess the only thing I have to say about it is